Hey guys, welcome back to the Hat House. I had the worst experience ever on Whatnot, and I'm going to get to that a little bit later in the video. First, we're going to start out like we always do. We're going to get to what's new, and then we're going to look at what's sold, and then we'll talk about what happened on Whatnot, because it was pretty shady by the seller. I couldn't believe that they did it. But let's see what's new. All right, first up, one of my favorite hats is this Renberg. I think it's Jeremy Renberg. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but Philadelphia Flyers vintage starter, still has the tags on it, kind of dead stock condition here. I think this one will do really good, really cool snapback wool starter hat. I'm gonna guess anywhere from 30 to 50. Renberg, I wasn't the greatest player, but still a Flyers fan will love this hat. I'm gonna guess around that price. Next up might be my favorite hat in the whole bunch. I priced it for $100, and I know you guys think I'm crazy sometimes, but this was an Arctic Cat, Team Arctic Cat, snapback neon rope. The neon hats and the nylon hats are gonna get even better as the weather warms up even more. And the lighting doesn't do this one justice, but it has a really cool patch on the front here with the lightning bolts, Arctic Cat. They do snowmobile racing, super cool hat. I put $100 on it. We'll see what offers I get. I don't know that I would go below 50 at any point, because I really think this one will do well. What do you guys think? Next up, I want to show this one off because I want y'all to be on the lookout for, there's Nike Tailwind and there's Nike AW84. This is a Tailwind, a really great running hat right here. This one's like a 5-panel. It's got the reflective swoosh on the front. Tailwinds do awesome. Can be anywhere from the 30 to 50. If you got the mesh Tailwind, it's like the older version. It can go for a lot of money as well. But always be on the lookout for Tailwind. They sell better than the Featherlights or the regular Nikes. And they usually do better than the AW84s. Really good hat right here. All right, guys, I might need your help on this one. I looked for the logo for like 15 minutes. I could not figure out what minor league team this might be. He has a what is this, a Volkswagen Bug with a baseball bat, I think. Let's see if I can get a good shot right here. Check that out. I've never seen that logo before. It is on a OC, a little bit different, really better quality than a lot of OC hats. This one's fitted. It says MLB Elite Series on it. I just have no idea who that might be. If you guys know, let me know so I can update my listing, because right now I have it just as a minor league team TBA. All right, next up was this really cool Spider-Man hat. Just listed this one this morning as well. This one's gonna do awesome. Somebody had theirs for like 60 bucks, not as good shape as mine. I went ahead and here's the vintage Spider-Man tag in here, made in Taiwan. Snapback, has the DC comic kind of cut out on the back. Really cool, big S Spider-Man logo. I put $100 on this because mine is in such great shape. It's much better than the $60 one. We'll see what it brings, but I'm gonna guess between $40 to $70. Next up, I want to show you this steel hat. The steel chainsaws do awesome. This is a great patch. This is a little bit newer. If you have the older ones in great condition, you can be talking $50 to $100, just depending on how great your hat is. This one's a little bit newer. I still think I'll get $25 to $35 for this one. Full foam, steel, big patch on it. Really great hat right here. Be on the lookout for the vintage ones, and if you got one in awesome condition, you've got some gold. All right, next up, I got 3 of these Patagonias. I want to put them all in the same bunch. These are kind of the duckbill Patagonias, where the bills are really soft and flexible on these. I call it the big mesh or the big net on the back. These are really great Patagonia hats right here. All of these will go in the 25 to 50. I'm gonna ask a little bit more. This cool kind of print on this one, and it's like a 5-panel hat. I think this will be closer to the 50. These other ones will bring $30 pretty easy. These are really cool hats and will be really desirable, especially as the weather warms up. More fishing, more outdoor, more hiking, canoeing, all that type of stuff. These hats are great for that. All right, next up is one of the best looking corduroy hats I've had in a while. This one was in mint condition. It was white. It was still pretty clean, just a little bit of creasing, you can see right here, where a little discoloration on the creasing. Super clean on the inside, like dead stock condition. Really cool Chevy Gold Star dealer. Really nice corduroy hat. I wish I had this in November, but I still priced this one up quite a bit. Put it out there for $99. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna guess it goes $40 to $60-ish, but somebody might pay up for this one in the $100 range, because it is just so clean and crisp, and vintage white is hard to find. All right, next up, I don't think he's paid yet, but this one already sold, and I just listed it this morning for around $45. This one sold. I was gonna put this in my favorite hats in the hat house that just got listed anyways, but this one sold. The denim with the patch, K Products, really hot right now. Definitely $30 to $50. This one sold almost immediately for $45. All right, next up is this New Era hat. It just looks kind of like a basic New Era hat, but I think it'll sell super quick. I called it Salute to Service. I'm pretty sure with these stars on here, it's an older Salute to Service style hat. It's 7 5/8, great size. Even though this is rubbed out in here, you can't really see it. You can see 7 5/8 right there. But with these star rivets, holes on the top, and it's just an awesome hat, and kind of the gold lining on the inside. It's easy $30 to $40, great, like a Salute to Service, military style New Era hat right here. It'll go fast. All right, a great Miami Hurricanes hat right here, top of the world. You're really, some of the best ones in top of the world are the graffiti. They'll have like Miami Hurricanes in a graffiti type print all the way around. They can be hundreds of dollars. I still price this one at $100. Definitely vintage, top of the world, wool. It's got the big canes and the hurricane on the front, and the side hits right here of the M, Old English. Still think this one will bring, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be over $50 at least. I priced it around $100 to start. All right, another one I priced at around $100. This is a Seattle Supersonics. It had the NBA side hit, sports specialties. Really great hat right here. There's one out there, I think for like $130. It's in much better condition than mine. Mine's kind of dingy on the inside, and just a little rougher, little worse for wear than that one, but I still put mine at 100. I think it'll definitely go to 50 to 70 price range easy, and $100 it might sell like immediately, but waiting on it. It's only been listed a couple of hours. All right, next up, this USA World Cup, I'm gonna guess between $30 to $50. This is by Apex One, great vintage brand right here. Never seen these World Cup hats in Apex One myself, but they are out there. A lot of people were priced around the $40 to $50 price range. Mine is in excellent condition though. I think I started it around 50 or 60. I'm not gonna take less than 40 for this hat. It is in beautiful condition. USA kind of wraparound script. Awesome hat right here. And here's the vintage tag, 94 World Cup. Really cool hat. This one will do well. This one, I don't know how well it's gonna do, but it was really cool. Kind of brought me back. It's Reebok Pump. If you remember the old Reebok Pump shoes, they were something else. But this is a nice lightweight nylon with the Reebok spell out on the front. Probably just like a $20 to $30 hat. But I thought it was really cool. I think it'll still sell pretty fast. Nice colorway, and being vintage and in almost excellent condition, I think it'll sell super quick. Reebok Pumps. All right, we're about to head out to the post office, and then we're gonna go by our booth.
Yeah, our booth has done really well. It's been a week today that we set it up and got it started, and we've sold around 8 hats, a little over $100 in sales, but it's doing a lot better than I thought it would do. I didn't know how much traffic the store actually got, but I mean, Saturday was definitely our best day, but I mean, it's doing a lot better than I originally planned.
Yeah, it's about a hat a day that we're averaging right now. I will tell you that I put some money into promoting it though. I spent some money on Instagram ads, and I spent some money on Facebook ads. And then both of those, if you ever do anything like this, real important is you can narrow down to the exact zip code that you want your ad to be shown in. So I just showed the ad in our zip code to try to catch some local people, and hopefully we'll get some buzz generated, and then a little bit of word of mouth will always be better than any ad that I can put out there. But I just wanted to get the name out there to the locals, and then get some people to start buying some hats, and maybe they'll let somebody else know where they got it, which will be really cool. So we're gonna head down to the booth. We got to restock those 8 hats. And then we just want to make sure we keep it cleaned up and keep it presentable. We've noticed last week when we went in, a lot of people just throw the hats to the ground, which is to be expected. But we're going to go clean that up, head to the post office, and then we'll catch some more sales and then talk about what happened on Whatnot. All right, let's see what sold. First up was this Baltimore Orioles. MLB is still doing really good. 7 1/8 fitted. This one's kind of mid 2010-ish, so they don't sell for as much. This one only went out for $12, but still the MLB's doing well, and usually I just price these to sell quickly when they're kind of this on this tag right here. They just don't sell for as much, and I'd like to try to move them as fast as I can. Next up was this North Face. It went out for $25, and on the North Face you can plan on taking a quick offer for about 15 bucks. I waited on this one because I thought it was a really cool colorway, really cool North Face, and somebody just loved it, and they bought it for 25. It's kind of up to you how you want to do it on the North Face. You can wait if you have a really cool color, or you can sell them almost night for like $15. All right, next up was in my new to hat house portion of the video, but now this one is in what sold. And I said $40. It went up for $38.95. PGC feeds, denim trucker on the K products. Really nice hat right here. These sell really quick, and maybe you can get more than 40 for this one. You just never know if this patch is going to be one that is in demand or if it's going to sit for a while. So that's why I usually hang around the $40 to $50 price to start. Next up was a vintage Cleveland Indians Chief Wahoo on the top. Painter hat, not in the greatest condition, but still a good hat right here. Went out for $20 on this one. A little faded, nice little painter hat. All right, a lot of hats going out today. The Poshmark and the Mercari work is still paying off. Getting a lot of sales over there. eBay wasn't a ton of sales, but there were some awesome hats that went out on eBay. And several $50 sales on there on hats, which is always great. First up was this $18 I took for this Camel Country 108 FM vintage rope trucker style hat on the auto tag. It was really cool. Camel Country, not even sure exactly where that is, maybe around Michigan or something like that, I think. But really cool trucker hat right here. And I sold another one of these PGA Championship hats. Went out for like $48. I hope I'm actually not priced too low on these. But anyways, I'm happy with 50 bucks for these. I think they're a great hat. Nice vintage, late 80s, early 90s golf rope style hat. This one was Crooked Stick. Really clean, good condition. Nice golf hat right here. These are selling like hotcakes. And next up, this one ended up going for full price. I told you I had like a $20 offer yesterday. I let it kind of sit there, and then somebody came along and bought full price for $34. This one had the really big embroidered logo, Chief Wahoo on it. It was vintage, snapback, really nice hat right here, $35. And then Mr. Perfect's going to Italy. Almost $50 on this hat as well. Mr. Perfect, wrestler, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty good condition right here for Mr. Perfect. Pretty clean on the inside. Really good condition. Kind of hard to find. Mr. Perfect. Nice embroidery on it. About $47 on this one. And then also going out, another Cleveland Wahoo Indian on the American Needle. Went out for $20. Baseball is really heating up. Stuff is selling really good in the shop. That's baseball. Then I sold one of my Adidas lightweight running hats for 20 bucks. Took this, trying to get my money back out of a gift card on this. So I'm taking pretty much the offers 20 and above on these. And then this is kind of the Grail Dale Earnhardt. I got $55 out of it. Mine wasn't in the best condition, but still really nice rope, GM, Goodwrench, Dale Earnhardt. Really desirable hat right here with the white rope on it. It is the vintage, made in USA, sports image, really nice Dale Earnhardt hat right here. Went out for $55. Like I said, I had a lot of great sales, high dollar sales. Not many low dollar hats on eBay, but I'm not complaining. The high dollar stuff's selling. And then $19 on this yellow polo hat right here with the leather strap back. Really nice condition, $19. Then next up, this Nike Featherlight hat went out for $25. This one is the newer one, and kind of the newer ones do better on the Featherlights, I've found. And just really good condition, super clean, with the gray reflective swoosh on it. And the last of the banger hats going out today on eBay was this Nike Vintage USA. I think Andre Agassi wore this hat, is why it's so desirable. Really nice hat right here with the swoosh USA. Always want to keep a lookout for this version. Went out for $70 on this one. Always keep a lookout for this. Make sure you price this one up. Like I said, Andre Agassi, snapback, Nike hat. Great sale. All right, first on Poshmark, we had a Lilo. Oh, that's Gonzaga. All right, first up on Poshmark, Lilo and Stitch bundle. Going out for $20. 2 Lilo and Stitch hats and a bucket hat. Then a Volcom hat going out on Poshmark. Went out for $12. Really cool colorway. A little bit different. Pretty sure that's why this one's sold for $12. Flex fit. And then a nice little corduroy Vans hat going out for $15 on Poshmark. This one was just a little different. You don't see them too often, so it's sold for a little more. A lot of time Vans hats are like $9, but corduroy Vans, $15. Then I sold a Seattle Kraken on Poshmark as well. This one was new with tags. This was the online arbitrage. $20 for this one. All right, I don't have that many left, but these are on fire. This one sold for $48 as well. International. Did I underprice these? I mean, they are really cool, but I've sold one every single day. I think I only have a couple left on the PGA Championship rope golf hats. $50 I thought was reasonable, but they're selling fast. I'm not complaining. And another one that I told you would sell pretty fast in the last video, Brooklyn Dodgers, Cooperstown, New Era, went for $34.95 on the Brooklyn Dodgers. Really cool hat right here. They got a great deal. These are kind of hard to find at times. And next up, MLB still selling well. I have another couple of New Era hats that sold. I point this one out just because it's different color. So it went for around $20. Wasn't even the greatest condition, but really cool black color. And it was a good size, 7 3/4. Nice Oakland A's hat right here. All right, and those of you keeping track on Etsy, another great sale on Etsy. A John Deere hat and a Maui, Hawaii snapback. One with the scrambled eggs. This John Deere still had the tag on it. Tag was a little worn. The foam was not completely gone out of it. Still got $43 for these two hats together. Really good deal for the buyer. Finding those John Deere hats is tough. They usually command a premium, and pretty nice Maui hat. Going out on Etsy, 2 sales. And 4 hats going out on Mercari. Mercari's still doing really well. I think I have figured out the secret to Mercari. Maybe it's just recency. Hats are selling better, but I think... All right, you guys want the secret that I found? The floor price, I think is what it's called. It's really easy to do in Vendu. To set the floor price for the item, and just kind of like eBay, I kind of have a coupon on everything anyway, so it's like 20% off as soon as it goes into the store. So I kind of price them up a little bit, the coupon, I'll take that price. But anyways, it automatically takes the price down, and it seems to be helping quite a bit over on Mercari, keeping things ranked up near the top. As we list things and keeping your shop kind of refreshed and the items marking down a little bit every day and keeping your items on top. So it's done really good so far. And then also I just been listing a lot of items there too. So that helps. Houston Astros, really nice snapbacks. Usually don't bring as much, but this one went for $15. Pretty happy with it. And then the one I tell you... If you've been with me for a while, I've told you to keep a lookout for this. These always sell for for a pretty good premium. Just the MLB logo on the hat, $35 on this one. Really great sales price. I knew that it would be $25 to $35 just because it had the MLB logo. Tough to find, great sale. And the Titleist hat went out for like $12, $13. Okay, we just got finished checking out the booth. We had to clean it up a little bit. Stuff was misplaced. Surprisingly, nothing has been stolen yet. We thought something was gone, but
we found it in the booth next to ours, so
yeah, so just got to kind of clean up the booth and check around and make sure your stuff's there. So we did that, and I added some new items to the booth. You may see a few of those right now. Some of the MILB minor league hats that I got, I decided to put some of those in the booth. So hopefully those will do well too. I got some of them on eBay, some of them in the booth. I'll see where they start moving the best and maybe fill that up. But let's talk about Whatnot, because I have never had a bad experience on Whatnot. I've had some things that they weren't the greatest condition as maybe it was described. Not a huge deal. I'm not a big complainer. I rarely ever leave a negative review, and I still haven't yet on this one. So what happened, I went into this auction and I purchased an awesome San Francisco 49ers hat. Pretty sure it was by the game, had the big logo on it, probably worth $100, $200, right? And I was really excited to get it. Just depending on the condition, I couldn't see it that well. I don't know exactly how much it was going to be worth, but I'll show you that here because I happened to take a screenshot of it when I purchased it. I was like, I better take a screenshot of this because it's a really good score. I just logged into it and he was selling it. Somebody else was bidding on it. I outbid them and I won the hat. All right. I stick around in that auction for a little bit and I decide I'll go ahead and buy some other stuff from him. Since he sold this hat, maybe he's willing to sell some more hats. Found some other hats that he had, ended up buying like 4 or 5 hats. Fast forward a week later, I get my box, and of course, the 49ers hat, the hat that I really wanted, and the reason that I started shopping with him to begin with, is not in the box. I message him on Whatnot. He doesn't answer me. He goes to me on Whatnot, so I message him on Instagram, and he answers me, and I said, you need to answer me on Whatnot. He doesn't. He sends me back a message like, oh yeah, I actually set that one to the side, it was misplaced. Yeah, right. I'm not believing it for a second, guys. But either way, long story short, we're still in the middle of this. We haven't got it resolved yet. I have emailed Whatnot. They're contacting him. Whatnot has been great. They emailed me back in like 2 hours after I emailed them, and they offered to just give me my money back. I told them I really wanted the item. Plus, I don't really believe that the guy accidentally misplaced it. I think what happened was either A, he realized how much it was worth and is not selling it at all, or B, the person that I outbid ended up messaging them and offering more for it, and they worked out a deal separately. Either way, I think it's really shady. It's hard to do business like that. Am I going to reveal exactly who this person was yet? No, because it's not been completely resolved. Haven't really given them all the time. It's been, what, 5 or 6 days? Been about 5 or 6 days, so he's had some time to resolve it, but I'm still not going to just put him on blast yet. I think give him a little bit more time to respond to Whatnot, because Whatnot has reached out to him, asked him to send the item that he sold to me. We'll see if that happens, but guys, just beware out there. Make sure you're always checking your orders. You're getting what you ordered. 99% of Whatnot are really cool people that they make their living selling things and doing this all the time, and their reputation is worth more than underselling one item. I've done it before. I've sold hats on Whatnot and eBay that I priced for $5 and it was a $50 hat. It happened, what, 2 or 3 months ago?
Yeah.
So it happens, and you just gotta take your lumps sometimes and take care of the customer. We'll see if I really doubt it's going to be resolved in my favor. I doubt my San Francisco 49ers hat shows up in the mail, but I really think that person should be held accountable by Whatnot. And I really think that, I guess what makes me the maddest is just not being honest. I probably would have dropped it and said, just refund my money. If you just been honest, be like, oh, I didn't realize it was worth that much, so I sold it to someone else. And I probably would have dropped it. I wouldn't even got Whatnot involved. Would I have ever shopped with them again? Probably not. But I think we need to go through the steps with Whatnot. And then should I leave a bad review? I never do. I'm not the guy that leaves 1 star or negatives, but I think this might be the time. What do you guys think?